Welcome to your Cary housing market update for November of 2024. And the short story is that Cary is a pretty strong, resilient housing market, and things are going pretty darn well for Cary. Probably it's the bright spot in all of the triangle at this point. However, Cary is beginning to show some signs of stress points where we're starting to see where the stress points for the rest of the triangle are beginning to hone in on Cary. We're starting to see some slowdown in the market. Let's dive in and I'll show you exactly what I mean here. Let me share my screen and let's begin with what are interest rates today? So this is something I always check every time, and then you can go to this website. This is the Freddie Mac website, and this is on the national level. The average for 30-year fixed is today it's sitting at 6.78%. 6.78%. That's huge. That's really high, folks. I mean, at one point we had this interest rates under six, and that was pretty good, and that was making the market move quite a bit. Right now buyers are just looking at 6.7 and they just don't want to buy a house at that rate, especially if you've got a house already where you're sitting on a mortgage rate that's under 3%, like I do. And you don't want to sell that house and move into a 6.78. That's ridiculous. Even going to a 6% would be hard to do. We really need these mortgage interest rates to be under 5 to really get the housing market rocking and rolling. So this is hurting our sales. However, Cary itself is doing pretty well. Let's take a look. First of all, let's switch over here to the this is the stats for October 24. We don't have stats yet for November because November hasn't ended yet. And this is let me show you actually the housing market for the entire triangle area first. Median sales prices are sitting at 415. That's pretty darn great when you consider everything. 24 days on the market. That's actually up compared to where it was last year, 60% up. So we got to watch that. Housing days on the market are going up. Month supply of inventory is a really important number that I look at. It shows the supply versus demand. 2.8 month supply of inventory is pretty darn low. 5 to 6 month supply of inventory is considered in balance. Less than 5 month supply of inventory means it's a seller's market. So really still is supposed to be a seller's market here in the triangle. However, those high interest rates are keeping buyers from buying. Now, this is the entire triangle, and you actually got a sneak preview for what Cary is doing. Let me go back to that number here and those numbers for Cary and jump into it and see what we got. So for Cary, the median sales price jumps all the way up to 607. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit higher than the rest of the triangle. Days on the market way lower, 14 days on the market. That's pretty short. That said, it's up compared to the same time last year. Last year was only 8 days on the market. Now it's 14 days on the market, so that's going up. List price received 99.3, not quite 100%. And in fact, during the middle of the summer, it was actually over 100%. 101% for most of the summer. Now it's down to under asking price, under 100%. And then most importantly, month supply of inventory, 2.2 months supply of inventory. That's pretty low. That's supposed to be a strong seller's market. And really for Cary, it really is. Let me show you a little bit more stats. Let's look at, well, this is one of the reasons we see, this is one of the ways we see that how the market is actually slowing down. This is for all the single family homes here in Cary, and this is showings per listing per month. And you can see the red line here at the end here in January of 24, we had 18.1 average showings per listing. That's pretty amazing in January. That shows that the market really kicks off after January 1st. Went down a little bit for February, up again for March. And then as people started buying houses, it started trailing off. And really, it starts trailing off because of those high interest rates. And in fact, here we are in October, 8.9 month supply of inventory. I'm sorry, 8.9 showings per listing per month. That's pretty low compared to what we started out here in January. It's certainly really low looking back into 22 and 21. So this is where we see signs of stress affecting the Cary market. It's still pretty strong, but it's definitely affecting it. Okay. All right, let's take a look real quickly at some examples of housing that you can find in Cary if you're looking at it. Now, I like one of the neighborhoods I love a bunch of neighborhoods in Cary, of course. One of my favorites is a neighborhood called Amberley. It's huge. It's down here on the sort of western side of Cary. There's a nice lake that goes right through the middle of it, and lots of green spaces here. So let me show you. Let me scroll out a little bit and show you where Amberley is. This is 540 here on the right, a big interstate. Um, this blue stuff over here, that's Lake Jordan. Lots of recreational boating and swimming and camping on Lake Jordan can be found. Lots of green. You see all this green here on the sort of western side, the left-hand side of the map. That means that there's not a whole lot of development there. This is primarily Chatham County. Chatham County is not near as developed as over here on the right, which is all in Wake County. Wake County has a lot more development than Chatham County. Let's scroll out a little bit more so you can see where we're at. You can see this line on the top, that's Interstate 40, Morrisville, Research Triangle Park's right in the middle here. Here's the airport way over here on the right. I mean, this was really only a 10-minute drive, if that, from Amberley to the airport. Here you begin to see Chapel Hill popping up here, and there's Raleigh on the very bottom right, and then Durham at the top of the middle. This is the triangle here for you, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. And that's where Cary is, and Cary Park is another great neighborhood. Amberley, Weldon Ridge, another one of my favorites is Whitecroft. Is also Hortons Creek is there. I've sold a number of homes in Hortons Creek. And one thing to note here, Amberley has a section of it which is a plus 55 community, a Del Webb development, and that's Carolina Preserve. That's all pretty much this western side of Amberley. And that's one of my favorites. We sell a lot of plus 55 homes here at Team Armand EXP Realty. And let me show you their website. It's worth checking out. Try going to carolinapreserve.com. You can see all sorts of stuff about what the neighborhood is like. And let's drill down a little bit deeper and take a look at what's currently on the market here in Carolina Preserve. If you're looking for a plus 55 community, we highly recommend it. And this is what you would see at this point. Active homes in Carolina Preserve. It's a huge neighborhood. There are currently 8 active homes, active listings in Carolina Preserve. And compared to how many have sold in the last 6 months, that would be 40. Wow, a lot of sales going on in Carolina Preserve. And in fact, if you look at pending, there's 5 pending. So 5 are under contract and only 8 are active on the market. Let's take a look at what's active. It's pretty amazing how the price points start at $925 and go all the way down to $485. Well, that's dependent on the size of the home. These 489 homes, they're 1,300 and 1,355 square feet, whereas the 925 one is huge, 4,923 square feet. Let's take a deeper dive. Let's take a closer look. Let's take a look at one of these 1,300 square foot homes. Let's take a look at the one at the bottom of the list. It's a cute little home. All these homes here in the Carolina Preserve have the main living areas on one level. In fact, most of them are just one level. That would be this one with only 1,300 square feet. They've all got 2-car garages. Carolina Preserve. Oh, there's a nice shot of the Carolina Preserve has this huge, it's called Braddock Hall, and just this, obviously this huge community center with swimming and bocce ball courts and pickleball and tennis courts, pretty much everything you'd want at Carolina Preserve. So this is a cute little house, really nice hardwoods. Pretty much all the homes in Carolina Preserve have nothing but hardwoods on the main level. Lots of architectural details, great views, very sunny. Looks like we have some virtual tour staging here on this. White appliances, but granite countertops. A nice little house, worth taking a look at. Let's take a look at what's in the middle of the market here in Carolina Preserve. Let's take a look at this 675 one here at 554 Claren Bridge. See what we get for a little bit more money. Once again, a very pretty little house, 2-car garage. Very nice entranceway, hardwoods. much bigger kitchen, stainless steel appliances, granite countertops, of course, nice cabinets, gas range. People do prefer gas ranges these days. Lots of open spaces, not empty, and lots of sunny light. And let's see if we can find the primary bathroom. That's the primary bedroom there, and there's the primary bathroom. So that's for what you can get for $675 in the Carolina Preserve. Let's take a look at the top end house here at $995. This very large house at 449.23 square feet. This is 719 Allforth Place. Well, you got a brick front with this home, 2-car garage, of course. Gleaming hardwoods once again. Lots of a little bit more architectural details here at this price point with tray ceilings. That's the dining room. And then you've got this huge open spaces here with this very large home. Great kitchens. I believe that's a Zodiac. I believe that's a quartz countertop. Maybe not Zodiac, but I believe it's quartz or granite countertop. Nice cabinets. That's the primary bedroom and primary bathroom. And this home, I believe, has a basement. So that's how we get such a large house. Let's flip over to the basement. Let's show you that real quick. Those are the extra bedrooms on the main level. That's the laundry in the main level. There's the basement. The basement itself is huge. And the space here on the left, that is a wet bar. Look at that. Huge. There's wet bar, space for a wine fridge in there. And there's a bedroom in the basement, plus a crafts room in the basement. There's the bedroom, there's the crafts room. And there's this huge storage room at 719 Allforth. Really worth taking a look. Nice views out the back, very private, it backs up to green space. So there's just a few examples of what you can possibly find at Carolina Preserve in Amberley. Lots of nice homes are available in Cary. Cary's such a great location, as you saw, really close to Raleigh, Archbishop Trumbull Park, and the airport, Durham, and Chapel Hill, very centrally located. Okay, there's your Cary housing market update for November of 2024. As always, if you've got questions, just hit me up. I'm always happy to talk about what's happening in the market. Happy to talk about how that would relate to you personally, and look forward to hearing from you. I appreciate your time. Thank you.